Welcome again, Warband fans. Pardon me. It's been a while since we've been back in Brytenwalda. We're going to catch up with our hero, Derfel Cadarn, from the Warlord Chronicles, which is coming to television. It's one of my favorite book series of all time, and if you haven't read the Warlord Chronicles, starting with The Winter King by my favorite author, Bernard Cornwell, I highly recommend it. The audiobooks are fantastic. If you'd like to hear some, stay tuned. Let's catch up with our hero, Derfel. We're fighting for Dumnonia. We're repelling the attacks of the Anglo-Saxons. And we've lost almost our entire kingdom, and we've retaken our entire kingdom and some. And so we just became a vassal. We're really, I think, just still getting started. I can't remember what day we're on. Yeah, day 328. And so I think we're the lords of 2 villages. We are at war with the South Saxons, with Sussex. Yeah, and I think we just took Seaborough. And I have a couple of villages. We just took Winchester. So Dumnonia is holding its own. We're doing all right. We lost most of our kingdom. We lost our capital city and we took it back. We lost Intagel, we took it back. We lost Caerdernac, we took it back. Then we took Seaborough, Winchester, Dorchester, but I do not foresee us keeping Dorchester, Winchester, or Seaborough. We're probably going to lose them. Right on, Derfel Cadarn. Custom banner, just like in the books. Oh, I love this freaking era. And I know there's supposed to be a hermit Derfel Cadarn cruising around in here. I've encountered him years ago. I've been playing Brytenwalda since Brytenwalda came out. It's one of my favorite mods of all time. Until 1257 or Viking Conquest came out, I probably played Brytenwalda more than anything. And then Viking or multiplayer. What's your favorite mod? Comment below. Right on, so who are we at war with? Sussex. That's it. And they're always on the move. Let's see how everybody else is stacking up. And so you'll see a lot of changes in this. This is a Warlord edition, so you hear all new music. I modded the troop trees, the item kinds, troops, place names, character names to reflect historical accuracy, a little bit. And I'm going to share a lot of history. I specifically studied this period in time in college in Chicago. Almost 40 years ago. I love it. This is one of my favorite mods of all time. And if you guys have played Brytenwalda, what's the first faction that you have ever played in Brytenwalda? I put some homemade custom Warlord textures in here for the trees. I redid a lot of the trees and the ground texture. But what is the first faction you ever played, and or your favorite faction to play? And my favorite faction to play is probably Dumnonia, or up here in Fortrio, Cruithne, the Sons of Cruithne, the Picts. Yep, Granny said we ate them. That's what happened to them. And so I love playing the Picts. We might start up our Pictish playthrough again. I started my Pictish playthrough videos on YouTube many years ago, before I even had a gaming channel. I used to put a few Saturday morning shield walls on my personal channel, and on Facebook I do Saturday morning shield wall. Long time ago. Dincato. We still have yet to build a fortress. We still have to build a fortress. We're level 24. We're kicking ass. We still have to build a fortress. We've got yours truly, our hero, or brooding romantic hero of the day, gold-hearted Derfel Cadarn. He's one of my favorite heroes from historical fiction, but he was a real person. He's a saint for all you Catholics out there. And we've got Edvine, and we could put him on a horse, but early game I'm trying to stay infantry on foot and avoid cavalry. Cavalry wasn't really used in this time period. Cavalry was used to transport troops to the battle. I'm not saying it wasn't done, but history is conjecture. But what is written Cavalry wasn't a large force, except for scouting, flanking, etc., etc. So, in any event, we'll fight on foot, shield wall. Awesome, awesome. And so our crew, we're still building up our crew. They need better armor, they need better skills. Most of our crew is probably around level 10. And so yeah, we have 43 villagers. So yeah, we have a ways to go. Right on. I think we have one lord that we just captured. We have a lot of dough in selling these prisoners to the ore. They're going to get real familiar with the ore on some ship going somewhere. Awesome. So yeah, we were just in a big fight. Excellent. Let's find out what the kingdom's up to. Melikurumin, what are you doing? Yeah, that's my village. I think he is the marshal. Doesn't tell me, I'll just ask him where the marshal is. And see if there is a marshal, and if we don't see one, we're either gonna pick one. Nope. Or he is the marshal. Right on. Nobody. Where's our king? Rai Petrak. We'll stick with him. He's got a big fat army. We're sitting with 65 troops. Awesome. I love Brytenwalda. The first faction I ever played was Cantware. Those northern Danes. I wonder if we could influence him. He's got 300 troops. Got a 48 relationship with him. Right on, get him a village, keep our economy going, keep our army big for the whole kingdom. No village, no army. Right on. So what are you doing, sir? What's shaking? What are you smoking? I got fat green nugs. Brytenwalda nugs. Let's see. What's the realm doing? Yep, we should. What are you and your men doing? He doesn't have enough troops. Shit, he has over 200. He is the marshal. Let's see if we can get him to do our bidding. We have a 48 relationship with him. I think what I usually do is when I enlist in Freelancer when I first joined the game, and I love getting right into Freelancer day one, right in Brytenwalda, spear and shield, wearing rags, eating 3-day-old bacon. That's a Brytenwalda beans. Get right in there, but I always like to enlist with the marshal because, you know, we're going to get action. And so I'll hop around and stick with the different marshals' armies so we're always getting in a fight. We're not just patrolling. See what he's going to do. Oh, man, he's not going to help out a brother. What's up? Dude, my village, the people are on fire. The people are on freaking fire, and you won't help the people on fire, you son of a bitch. Oh, man, come on, just do it. Just go. Go to the village. That's right. Go get that bastard. Ooh. Come on, man, go to the village. We're getting raided. Come on. Looks like they bailed. Let's get some volume going here. I can't even hear it. There we go. Rock and roll. I'll be modding some more of this music. I did a little bit of it. A little bit of it. I probably modded like 138 tracks. 3 years ago. Awesome. I got some ginger ale. Bust a nug. Who we got here? It's a little overcast here in the Gettysburg National Battlefield today, but it just got hot as fuck outside. It was nice all day. Shit, it was like 40 degrees this morning. Unheard of. Unbelievable. All right, dudes, where are we going? Oh, come on, there's a fight. Let's go, go, go. Shit, what is there, 33 of them? Let's go get them. Let's go, go, go. Let's get them. Oh, you bastard. Let's go. Oh, dude, he freaking took him prisoner. Let's go. Oh, you bastard. We got 321. Get him, Gulatic. Oh, dude, why? Well, now we can bust him out, huh? Yeah, shit, they're running from us. They, Sussex defeated Cornwell. How's East Anglia doing? Mercia is kicking ass. I love fighting for Mercia. Hell yeah. I love fighting for Linnaeus. These guys were probably, truly, this kingdom here in Lincoln, Sherwood Forest, this whole area, Lincoln. These guys were the last pagan holdouts, was this area. The last little bit, remnants of paganism was here. The most genetically consistent and pure area on this great island is here in Leeds. These people don't marry out of this territory, and they haven't for thousands of years. The genetics here are very specific compared to the rest of the island. Yep, I know a lot about that history too. There's some interesting stories. I'd love to do a playthrough for you guys about one of the sons of Reged. It's a very interesting story that I've shared before here about Leeds and Reged and how they're related. Yep, some really good stories about a lost son in exile. Comes back to reclaim his kingdom. That's history. Stay tuned. So, what are we doing here? What's our kingdom going to do? Looks like we're not going to catch that cat. But that does give us an opportunity to get a quest to bust that guy out, because he's going to dump that lord in there. He has a fortress down by my village. I think that's my village too. Yeah, it is. Way out in Cornwell. Cadarn's under siege. I want Cadarn for my own, but I haven't had a chance to snag it. Somebody always besieges it before I get there. Yep. Culliman. Let's get going. Let's go fight the good fight, see if we can take this fortress. Cunaglass from the books. Cunaglass is in Powys. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we're going to do here. Cadarn is under siege. They're after that. That looks like the king of Sussex. Come on. Get moving. Let's go. Let's see if we can get any props from the king. See if we defeated anyone recently. It's been a while since we played. I think about 6 months. We won't get it. The king always has the last say. He wants it, it says. So I'm kind of trying to wait to see, hopefully, you know, whatever the enemy takes and perhaps doesn't garrison it very strongly, that I could roll in and take a fortress. As always, the trick is keeping it. Yeah, that Sussex Lord right there is in a really bad way. He's dead meat. Yeah, he's dead meat. What do you have? Oh shit, he's got 400 troops. He's about to get his ass handed to him. I don't want to fight at night. It looks like shit. Looks like that's terrible in the video. Yep, time to bail. See what happens. Oh, he's coming for me. Shit, he's not even going to help out his king. What a punk. No, you're not going to jump him. I'm not jumping in there because I've only got 65 guys. I could stay off to the sidelines and get a little bit of experience points. Oh shit, dude, you're dead meat. Dead meat. You're dead meat. Let's go see if we can get some more troops. Yeah, he's got a big fat army from Sussex, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Ah, man, they don't even like fried chicken. What do we got? What do we got in here? We got plenty of grub. We got an extra horse. We had one of our heroes, one of our companions with that northern mare, but I want to stay on foot. We got a couple of books. We got a couple of books. We got a lot of good grub. We got some nasty chicken. Yeah, we've only got 8,000 coins, so there isn't much I'm buying right now. We need to save up for some really good armor. Love that armor. Badass. Love it. Yeah, we'll be saving up. We'll be scrounging off the battlefield. Getting that looting score up there. Right on. I love that. That looks like some pagan priest armor right there. Always wanted to use those for pagan priests for Viking conquest. Yeah, don't need anything in there. We're good. We're good, good, good. Let's see, recruiting. Some beggars and town walkers. We'll take them, see what they can do. 50 coin. Let's see who's in the meat hall. Puking on the floor again. Yeah, you are, drifting bard. Dinkato, Glastenic. Bambara. Let's go take Bambara. Conventional maiden. Hunt and ride. I bet. Yep, got the whole gamut. Hasta la vista, senor. Man, I don't want to hire any freaking... I don't want to hire any mercenaries. Hit some villages and recruit. Love these halls, man. Awesome. What's happening? Need to bump that volume up. Well, we're not going to get any troop joy here, except some beggars. Townsmen, farmers, got some archers. Awesome, 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 awesome. Yeah, we're dead meat. There's no ransom broker. I don't think we can sell any prisoners to the tavern keeper. We might be able to. Nope, sometimes we can. I can't remember if that was in Brytenwalda, or maybe I put it in there. I should put it in there. I like selling prisoners to the shady tavern keeper. Yeah, so this guy's going to roll up on us. Let's bail out of here. I don't think he can catch us. He's running a 2.6. We got 5.1. He's in a 3.7. What's he got? 356. 178. right. We do. Oh, shit, yeah, 800 freaking troops. What do we got in our arsenal? I'll probably get on foot anyway, but I use my horse so I can scout ahead, get a good spot, see the elevation. Let's go. I was hoping shit I was gonna get lucky and these Saxons would take that freaking fortress and then maybe I'd have a chance of taking it. Let's go die. I'll do my best. My arms and my fingers are doing pretty good today from multiple sclerosis. As my MS progresses, my multiple sclerosis will continue to progress. Hopefully not to the point where I can't communicate, but my upper arms are numb. Sometimes I feel like people are punching me. Sometimes I can't get the signals from my brain to my fingers to push the right damn keys. It's incredibly frustrating. So what do we do? What's the solution? Ben and Jerry's ice cream, man. I'm telling you, it's the cure. Yep. Derfel Cadarn said so. Yeah, you guys can hear me cutting these buds up, can't you? Welcome to YouTube. Hot diggity dog. Hope you guys are having an excellent weekend. It's Sunday afternoon here in the Gettysburg battlefield. It's about 4:20. It really is. 4:20 p.m. It's really sunny. It got really hot out this afternoon. My cats are chilling. They're watching me talk. Yep. They keep telling me that they're going to eat me. Yep. So this cat right here that I have, I got a couple of new cats I rescued from the railway cut on the Gettysburg battlefield. If you're familiar with the battle, I got my cats off the railway cut. They were, what do you call it? Feral litter. Yeah, wild cats. Yep. So that cat, and happy 420 you all. So that cat will be the last creature that ever sees me alive, right? Looking down at me, laying in bed. The cat's watching me fade out, going to Valhalla to drink, fucking fight until the time of Ragnarok. That cat will be the last thing that ever sees me alive. And it will be the first thing that eats me. Truly. Smoke it if you got it. And this is your favorite brooding romantic hero who is about to die. Let's go. They're dead meat. Get my farmers going, right? Come on, farmers. I have one cavalryman. Let's go, kids. Fucking soggy fucking underwear, man. What a drag. shit, I want to get that Lord. I want to take out that Lord. Good morning. Oh shit, that hurt. It's raining. Shit was close, wasn't it? Come on, Sonny. Come on, Sonny. Come and come. All right. Killed by a peasant. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Yep, that's our motley crew. Can you hear them? Singing their #1 hit. The Lollipop Guild. Fuck a doody do. Rock and roll, man. This looks awesome. Fuck yes! We're gonna be playing some Sparta. I'll probably be playing some Sparta maybe today, later today. Hope you guys tune in for some Sparta. And if you've been tuning into my adventures here, thanks for tuning in. You guys dig Warband? I love Warband. We killed nobody. Shit, they still got 148 troops. Let's go. This is where I go fuck with them. I get all arrogant and I get a freaking javelin right in the throat. Oh shit, how did I miss him? Come on, Commander. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that hurt. You guys feel that shit from there, huh? Whoa. You see that shit? David Carradine with the fucking bow staff. It's our Dumnonians. They look like Saxons. Let's go, you bitches. Oh, 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 shit! Oh, poop! You've been knocked out. Too much Jägermeister, baby. I'm not sure what I got for views here. Nope. No N key. Let's see. Nope. Avenge me, boys. That's right. That's right. Straight out of Cornwell, baby. Fuck a duty do. Awesome. Love it. Some good old Brytenwalda. Shitburgers. Gotta change those reinforcement waves, bump them up to like 20. Let's murder the bums. Let's go, kids. There's freaking ice cream on the other side. Oh sure, he's gonna sit there now, isn't he? What a punk. Hello, sunshine. What are you doing? Oh, you bastards. Come on, let's see what you got. Oh, shit! Right in the butthole. You fucker, you. Oh, fuck. I deserve that shit. Oh, give it to him. Look at that. Look at my troops, man. They are some smart fucking troops right there. Look at that time management. Time management skills. They're taking time to take a bath and fight. Fuck yeah. Some smart Dumnonians right there. Kill them all. Oh, look at those bastards. They're freaking killing us. Oh my god. Shit. My views are nil. I got WASD. Mouse won't do it. Won't do jack. Kicking our ass. They're kicking our ass. I could get out, heal up a little bit. They only got 58 troops. They're dead meat right here. That shield wall's ready to rock and roll. Let's go. Die, fucker. Don't they look edible, right? It's not because I have the munchies. They look like little edible, you know, little edible warriors. You can like bite the heads off. They're like candy. Different flavors, like buttered popcorn and shit. Yep, #1 treat in Gettysburg. Murder him! Murder him! Oh! They got some good mail. My peasants are wearing freaking rags. Come on, turn for me. Come on, views. Let's go, here we go. Oh, shit! Saxon peasants. Poor Derfel. Right. Dumnonia, #1 soccer team on the island. Head soccer. Right. Good to see you die twice, Derfel. It was hilarious. Now we must be sure to press our advantage so that the blood shed today is not wasted. Drink up, son. That was silly. Super silly. I'm thinking I want to cash these in somewhere where it's going to do me the most good. If Dincado falls, I have my eye on that. These guys usually fall here in this Hulika area where the Tor is. This is Glastonbury area. If this falls, I'd love to grab that city. That would be awesome. But I'm thinking we're going to turn those trophies in because we will get relationship points with the city that we turn them into. And so I would rather turn those war trophies into Ker-Usk because we'll get relationship points here and we'll be able to recruit. We should be able to recruit more here. More relationship points. The more the better. You guys get the idea. This is still just such a great old mod after all these years. Brytenwalda. Made a lot of my own changes, but it's still Brytenwalda. Brytenwalda is such a gem for so many years. Enjoyed playing the hell out of it, and I hope you did too. And if you haven't, play it. And this is repolished 1.05 or 1.5, and everything that I did on top of that as a base. Of course he did, greedy freaking king. So let's see what the army's up to. See what we're gonna do. Maybe we're gonna go take another fortress. Get the buddy points. All right, seeds, let's go, go, go. I don't think we have any quests. I keep spacing on my quests and forget to do them. Stick with the marshal. I gave my bow away. Who could use a spear? Somebody needs a spear. Somebody needs a better spear. What's Edwin got? Balanced heavy, he's good. Let's see who is our newest troops. Ethne doesn't have much. Inca's got, it looks like a fighting spear. He's got a spear. Brita, how you doing? What's she got? Torches. Javelins, yeah, she needs a spear. Give her that medium spear, hopefully she can use it. Give her that torch, get rid of that knife. Those Angans do 37 piercing, 31 piercing, but there's 6 javelins. I'll leave her with those horsemen. I must have given her those because these must have been mine because I was using horsemen's javelins. So I've been trying to kit these guys out as best I can. I added torches into the game. We got a bunch of really great trophies. Make a bunch of coin off this and some good relationship points. How's her shield? 250 hit points, 224, 254, 254, 250. That's a big ass shield. And does she have a 2-inch shield? She does. Let's see who else needs a shield. What do they got? Ewine, big shield, Annuist, Oltan, Brita, Connor Macadrain. And I have these organized by how much I pay them. She's good. I'm going to leave them with those small shields. This big ass shield, 254. What's the speed on that? 55. That's a freaking 70. I'll leave them with the small shields. They're good. Yeah, I gave her my bow. So we'll see what we can do about that. Throw the farmer and townsmen's in the siege first. We still have this lord. We're waiting to get the ransom from him. And we are looking for a ransom broker to sell all of these prisoners. And that's that. So shit, we're going to take it. We probably will too. I wish I could go snag a bow really quick, and maybe I can make it to Lundana. Grab a bow. Maybe. They'll be sieging all night. We've only got 55 troops. There's probably still Saxons in Wergabaumen. Is there a fight? Is there a fight? Oh shit, here they come. Fuck, I need a bow and I need troops. What do we got here? Hello, Frankish raiders. Let's see if I'm going to get lucky. I should have grabbed a damn bow when we were in Sebra. Oh, they won't let me in. They hate my guts. So East Anglia hates my guts. I wonder if I can get some Frisians down here. Shit, I was hoping to get a bow. Screw it. Spear in the Adam's apple works every time. Quickest way to a man's heart is through his 3rd and 4th rib. Right on, 5,500 bucks. Let's go, go, go. Did that say dinars? Yeah, shillingas. Good deal. Tappington. Oh my gosh, man, they're getting all the real estate. Did those guys bail on out of there? Did they? What's he got? 77. Look at him. He's bold. Kunaglass. Kunaglass, the priest. Yeah, the bad guy from the bad nasty from the Warlord Chronicles, from the Winter King. The Tale of Derfel Cadarn, by everyone's favorite author, Bernard Cornwell. Kunaglass. He's in the tale. You'll see him in the TV show, I think, later this year. So shit, we're gonna go help him? I think we should. He punched me in the freaking kidneys, man. Kill these bastards. Come on, get them. Avenge me, boys. Oh, no way. Oh, man, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Yep. No way. No way. How come we didn't get captured? I thought we'd get captured. Run! Run away, valiant knight! Shit. Shut up, Brita. That's right, warlord. That's right. That's right. That's right, bloodbath. Punk rock band name of the day, bandit chief. Hush. Give her some booze. Come on, you bastards. Man, I need to heal up. Alright, so let's see if we can heal up before we hit this siege. We're not going to have a bow, so we're just going to have to swing it. Literally. Rock and roll. Stay tuned. Moment of truth and time for coffee. Awesome, awesome. She's leveled up. She needs everything. I think I have 24 hit points. I'm gonna die in a minute. Shoot, 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 shoot. shit burgers. That was fun. Fucking getting my ass kicked. Yeah, we need to put a auxiliary player feature in this. Yep, got our asses handed to us. Look at us. Tough as freaking nails Saxons. Look at them. Avenge me, boys. We'll kick their ass. We got like 1,000 troops. They got about 120. It's gonna bite their heads off. They're like Hershey's chocolates. They look like Play-Doh soldiers, right? I mean, granted, Warband's a little dated, we know that, but I love it. I'll always play Warband. These little Play-Doh soldiers. They're made out of peanut butter and chocolate, and I'll bite their heads off. Oh shit, that's gonna hurt in the morning. I want to get back in there. We keep killing them, they keep making them. And it all started with two brothers. And we're fighting under those two brothers' banner in 457. And yeah, I'll be playing some of that soon. We're playing Brune the Geek. Is it 427? It escapes my memory. My MS memory. I love that time period though. And so we're going to reform the Kingdom of the Geats in that playthrough, in that mod. It's not too different than Brytenwalda, just different time period. And if you haven't played it, you should. You can follow the links to the mods through a Google search, or look in the links in my videos. Man, they are hanging tough, aren't they? I like to be there for the end of the battle. Oh, look at that! Oh, the freaking head popped right off. I fucking love it. Oh, I love the decapitations. Holy shit! Freaking tomato, freaking juice everywhere. Holy shit! Here we go. Where are these guys at? What a groovy pad. Let's go, go, go. Yep, murder's on the menu. Yeah, I can't do shit with these views. Right. Rock and roll. Awesome. Freaking love Brytenwalda. I got freaking killed too early. Shit. Still fun. Always fun. Best cartoon on TV, Mountain Blade Warband. Rock and roll. Awesome. These guys are freaking hurting. We are kicking their asses. They took almost all of our kingdom. I think we had Kellowick left. That's all we had left. And I was surprised that we didn't have more lords jump ship. We didn't. But we took everything back pretty quick. Maybe not so quick. Maybe 100 days. I don't know. But shit, and now we're really steamrolling. I'm surprised. Yeah, that was yeah, I think we knocked Wessex out of the war. I think they're done. They're gone. I think what they might have, nah, that's Powys right there. Yeah, I think we knocked Wessex out. They're out of the game. We took their shit. After they rolled us, Sussex and Wessex just rolled right over us. We took all this shit back. So we're like at over day 300. Awesome. And Sussex took this over. Mercia is going to take over East Anglia. My ancestors are from right up here. There's still a village that bears my name. Yep, Slarty Blartfast. McGillicuddy Esquire. From Shitbox, Missouri. Oh man, I'm not even from your planet. Oh, this guy's ready to rock and roll. Look at him. Cadarn, Cuthwinning, Elderman. Right, let's go, go, go. So we're not going to get buddy points automatically. We have to harvest them. We have to talk to these chappos, see how they are. Get some buddy points for that battle we just fought. Honored to have fought by your side as well. Good, maybe we get a little more coin, get another village. We have 2 villages. Maybe we'll get 3. I think we'll stick with him. These guys are going for another fight. I think they're chasing after that lord. His August Assembly at Winchester, we're there now. The king, a feast with the king. Right here at Winchester, awesome. Wintonchester, those monks. They had a hell of an imagination. Those monks wrote some good historical fiction in their time at Wintonchester at this time. All the way up to our time. I'll not forget how together we captured Gloucester. I am honored to have fought by your side. Awesome. Yep. We'll stick with the big dogs. We're still a little dog. Let's get some buddy points for that battle. Let's see if we can. We are not going to be. We're going to lose that castle in a second. Of course he does. So we have not. I don't think we've dedicated a tournament to a daughter of a fellow lord yet. I don't think we've done that. So if there is, yeah, if the feast is at Winchester, there's likely not going to be a tournament. We'll stick with the Marshal. I'd love to go fight for Gottodin. Now this is our fief. It hasn't been raided. What can we recruit? Saxons. I have to change the culture. See if we can do that. See if we can take back the entire island. Run the Saxons and the Angles out. Change history. Yeah, I don't want those volunteers. They'll be hurting my morale. Supplies, don't need them. And it's a pagan village, and we are pagan. We're a pagan and a Christian kingdom. Derfel was a pagan. Dumnonia became a Christian kingdom. He's not going to give up that lord who's just down the road. He sees nothing. He sees nothing. Let's see if they're going to get him. This guy's gang up, they'll kick his ass. There's probably Saxons in here too. Yep. Let's find out where the king is. I'm just wondering why she's out. I mean, she's an eligible bachelorette. Usually they're not out to meet with the menfolk unless it's a feast and they are under the chaperone of the papa. Calculating. Suspicious. He hasn't been granted feast, but shit, he got this city, didn't he? Let's see what she says. She likes me. It's the dimple on the chin, it's gotta be. Listen, guys. Winking, it still works in this day and age, every time. Yep, so daughter's just out kicking it. Cadarn probably reinforcing it. Do we have any we got some junk to get rid of. Let's get rid of this stuff. We'll take these back to one of our home cities. Let's see if we can get rid of these prisoners. Been looking for a ransom broker. Arthur, I think he bailed on us, yeah. He wasn't happy with our companions. I kitted him out pretty good too. Yeah, we gave him some good stuff. He bailed. I think he got all pissed off. It's good to see you alive, Dryden. Oh, so he must have been one of our companions that got separated in battle. We must have lost a battle. I was knocked senseless by the enemy. I did not know whether you had been captured or slain or gotten away. So, yeah, I must have a couple of companions roaming around. Welcome back, Arthur. Awesome. So, no ransom broker. We'll find one. I think he was my first companion. Likely. How's his riding doing? 1, foraging, trainer. Trade, persuasion, doesn't need it. This is combat. Pretty good. Riding, we're not going to be needing that yet. Athletics, shield is good. Trainer. That power strike, that pole arms up there, two-handed, crossbow, slings, archery, maybe. Take another archer. Yeah, we're hurting for certain. We need some, do some recruiting. I think he's going to go take Cadarn, and the king should be sitting in Cadarn. So this should be good. Yeah, we really got to go back to Cornwell, to Dumnonia, get some troops. Yeah, he's going to besiege that sucker. I wonder how many troops the king has. The king probably has about the same amount of troops, probably about 350. I did bump up the army sizes quite a bit across the whole world. Yeah, let's see if they come after us. We're kicking at 5.5. You can't catch us. Yeah, he ain't got shit. Oh shit, the king's not there. The king was there. The king will be back soon. There he is. Yeah, it's gonna be a fight. Damn, little greedy. I am honored to have fought by your side as well, sir. Yeah, he doesn't like me that much. It's poorly garrisoned. Yeah, it's been trading hands. But I think that the enemy's probably going to concentrate on Winchester and Sebra now rather than Cadarn. Now, if I let the king fight, I'm not going to make a damn bit of difference. I've only got 24. I could 17 troops. Yeah, I'm not going to save the day. If the king gets his ass kicked by Alderman Cada, which he might. Yeah, he's got 60 Duguds. He's got 74 Geniatas. Yeah, he's got 60 heavies. He's got over 100 mediums. Yeah, he's pretty tough. He's got a lot of tough troops. We have 40 heavies, 48 skirmishers, 80 mediums, 60 cavalry. Yeah, the king's got a pretty good army too. That'd be a good fight. Now, if the king loses and the army really cannot muster, if the king loses and our marshal can't muster the army, I think that screen came out pretty good. And Cadarn falls, if Cadarn falls, that would give me the opportunity to take it. Day 333, baby. Rock and freaking roll. That's a good sign. Oh, he's running. He's running. Dude, you got 60 cav. He's got like 100 heavies and shit. What's he gonna do? He's gonna lose Cadarn. I think we should freaking recruit and see what happens to Cadarn. And if Cadarn is lost, then I will be trooped up so that we can take that sucker. Stay tuned.
We won the battle. Igraine will want me to say more. She wants great heroics, and they were there. But there were also cowards present, and other men who fouled their breeches in their terror, yet still kept to the shield wall. There were men who killed no one, but just defended desperately. And there were men who gave the poets new challenges to find words to express their deeds. It was, in short, a battle. Friends died. Cavan was one. Friends were wounded. Kiluk was such. And other friends lived untouched, like Galahad, Tristan, and Arthur. I took an axe blow to my left shoulder, and though my mailcoat took most of the blade's force, the wound still took weeks to heal. And to this day, there is a ragged red scar that aches in cold weather. What was important was not the battle, but what happened after. But first, because my dear Queen Igraine will insist on my writing of the heroics of her husband's grandfather, King Kinaglas, I shall tell the tale briefly. The Saxons attacked us. It took Ael over an hour to persuade his men to assault our shield wall. And for all that time, the dung-spiked wizards screamed at us. The drums beat, and skins of ale were passed around the Saxon ranks. Many of our men were drinking mead, for though we might have exhausted our food, no British army ever seemed to run out of mead. At least half the men in that battle were fuddled by drink. But so men were at every battle, for little else serves to give warriors the nerve to attempt that most terrifying of maneuvers, the straightforward assault on a waiting shield wall. I stayed sober, because I always did, but the temptation to drink was strong. Some Saxons tried to provoke us into an ill-timed charge by coming close to our line and flaunting themselves without shields or helmets, but all they received for their trouble were some ill-aimed spears. A few spears were hurled back at us, but most thudded harmlessly into our shields. 2 naked men, turned blood-mad by drink or magic, attacked us, and Kiluk cut down the first and Tristan the second. We cheered both victories. The Saxons, their tongues loosened by ale, shouted insults back. Eyell's attack, when it came, went horribly wrong. The Saxons were relying on their war dogs to break our line, but Merlin and Nimue were ready with their own dogs. Only ours were not dogs, but bitches, and enough of them were on heat to drive the Saxon beasts wild. Instead of attacking us, the big war dogs headed straight for the bitches, and there was a flurry of growls, fights, barks, and howls, and suddenly there were fornicating dogs everywhere, with other dogs fighting to dislodge the luckier ones. But not one dog bit a Briton, and the Saxons, who had been ready to launch their killing charge, were thrown off balance by the failure of their dogs. They hesitated, and Eyell, fearing we would charge, roared them forward, and so they came at us. But they came raggedly, instead of in a disciplined line. Coupling dogs howled as they were trampled underfoot. Then the shields clashed with that terrible dull sound that echoes down the long years. It is the sound of battle, the sound of war horns, men shouting, and then the splintering dull crash of shield on shield. And after the crash, the screams began, as spear blades found the gaps between the shields, and axes came hurtling down. But it was the Saxons who suffered most that day. The dogs between the shield walls had broken their careful alignment, and wherever that had happened to their advancing shield wall, our spearmen found gaps and pushed into them, while the ranks behind funneled into the gaps to make shield-armoured wedges that drove ever deeper into the Saxon mass. Keenaglass led one of those wedges, and very nearly reached Eyell himself. I did not see Keenaglass in the fight, though the bards sang of his part afterwards, and he modestly assured me they did not exaggerate much. I was wounded early. My shield deflected the axe blow and took most of its force, but the blade still struck my shoulder and numbed my left arm, though the wound did not stop my spear from slicing the throat of the axeman. Then, when the press of men was too great for the spear to be of more use, I drew Howlbane and stabbed and hacked her blade into the grunting, swaying, shoving mass of men. It became a pushing match, but so do all battles until one side breaks. Just a sweaty, hot, filthy pushing match. This one was made more difficult because the Saxon line, that was everywhere about 5 men deep, outflanked our shield wall. To guard against envelopment, we had bent our line back at its ends to present 2 smaller shield walls to the attackers. And for a time, those 2 Saxon flanks hesitated, perhaps hoping that the men in the centre would break through us first. Then, a Saxon chieftain came to my end of the line and shamed his men into an assault. He ran forward on his own, swept aside 2 spears with his shield, and hurled himself at the centre of our flank-short line. Cadarn died there, pierced by a lunge of the Saxon chief's sword, and the sight of that brave man single-handedly opening up our flank wall brought his men roaring forward in a wild, elated rush. It was then that Arthur charged out of the unfinished hall. I did not see the charge, but I heard it. The bards say his horse's hooves shook the world, and indeed the ground did seem to quiver, though perhaps that was only the noise of those great beasts that were shod with flat-iron plates strapped tight to their hooves. The big horses hit the exposed end of the Saxon line, and the battle really ended with that terrible impact. Eyell had supposed that his men would break us with dogs, and that his rearward ranks would hold off our horsemen with their shields and spears, for he knew well enough that no horse would ever charge home into a well-defended spear wall, and I did not doubt that he had heard how Gorfethid's spearmen had thus kept Arthur at bay in Lug Vale. But the exposed Saxon flank had become disordered as it charged, and Arthur timed his intervention perfectly. He did not wait for his horsemen to form up. He just spurred out of the shadows, shouted at his men to follow, and drove Clamray hard into the open end of the Saxon ranks. I was spitting at a bearded, toothless Saxon who was cursing over the rim of our 2 shields when Arthur struck. His white cloak streamed behind, his white plumes soared above, and his bright shield threw down the Saxon chief's banner that was a blood-painted bull's skull as his spear lanced forward. He abandoned the spear in a Saxon's belly, and ripped Excalibur free, carving it right and left as he drove deep into the enemy's ranks. Agravain came next, his horse scattering terrified Saxons. Then Lanval and the others crashed into the breaking enemy line with swords and spears. Ael's men broke like eggs under a hammer. They just ran. I doubt that battle took more than 10 minutes from the dogs beginning it to the horses ending it, though it took an hour or more for our horsemen to exhaust their slaughter. Our light horsemen raced screaming across the heath as they carried their spears towards the fleeing enemy, and Arthur's heavier horses drove among the scattered men, killing and killing, while the spearmen ran after, eager for every scrap of plunder. The Saxons ran like deer. They threw away cloaks, armor, and weapons in their eagerness to escape. Ael tried to check them for a moment, then saw the task was hopeless, and so cast off his bearskin cloak and ran with his men. He escaped into the trees just a bare moment before our light horsemen plunged after him. I stayed among the wounded and the dead. Injured dogs howled in pain. Killock was staggering with a bleeding thigh, but he would live, and so I ignored him and crouched by Cavan. I had never seen him weep before, but his pain was terrible, for the Saxon chief's sword had gone right through his belly. I held his hand, wiped his tears, and told him that he had killed his enemy with his counter-thrust. Whether that was true, I did not know nor care. I only wanted Cavan to believe it, and so I promised him he would cross the Bridge of Swords with a 5th point on his shield. You will be the first of us to reach the other world, I told him. So you will make a place for us. I will, Lord. And we shall come to you. He gritted his teeth and arched his back, trying to suppress a scream, and I put my right hand round his neck and held my cheek against his. I was weeping. Tell them in the other world, I said in his ear, that Derfel Cadarn salutes you as a brave man. The cauldron, he said. I should have... No, I interrupted him. No. And then, with a mewing sound, he died. I sat beside his body, rocking back and forth because of the pain in my shoulder and the grief in my soul. Tears ran down my cheeks. Issa stood beside me, not knowing what to say, so saying nothing. He always wanted to go home to die, I said. To Ireland. And after this battle, I thought, he could have done that with so much honor and wealth. Lord, Issa said to me. I thought he was trying to comfort me, but I did not want comfort. The death of a brave man deserves tears, and so I ignored Issa and held Cavan's corpse instead, while his soul began its last journey to the Bridge of Swords that lies beyond Cruachan's cave. Lord, Issa said again, and something in his voice made me look up. I saw he was pointing east towards London, but when I turned in that direction, I could see nothing because the tears were blurring my view. I cuffed them angrily away. And then I saw that another army had come to the field. Another fur-swathed army beneath banners of skulls and bullhorns. Another army with dogs and axes. Another Saxon horde. For Cerdic had come. I have not once taken a scar. You may yield to me now if you want your death to be swift. You may give me your sword, I told him, and spare yourself a beating. The exchange of insults was a formality. Leofa shrugged away my offer and turned to the kings. He bowed again, and I did the same. We were standing 10 paces apart in the middle of the open space between the dais and the nearest of the 3 big fires. and on either flank the hall was crammed with excited men. I could hear the chink of coins as wagers were placed. Ael nodded to us, giving his permission for the fight to begin. I drew Howlbane and raised her hilt to my lips. I kissed one of the little slivers of pig bone that were set there. The 2 bone scraps were my real talismans, and they were far more powerful than the brooch, for the pig bones had once been a part of Merlin's magic. The scraps of bone gave me no magical protection, but I kissed the hilt a second time, then faced Leofa. Our swords are heavy and clumsy things that do not hold their edge in battle, and so become little more than great iron clubs that take considerable strength to wield. There is nothing delicate about sword fighting, though there is skill. The skill lies in deception, in persuading an opponent that a blow will come from the left, and, when he guards that side, striking from the right. Though most sword fights are not won by such skill, but by brute strength. One man will weaken, and so his guard will be beaten down, and the winner's sword will hack and beat him to death. But Leofa did not fight like that. Indeed, before or since, I have never fought another quite like Leofa. I sensed the difference as he approached me, for his sword blade, though as long as Howlbane, was much slimmer and lighter. He had sacrificed weight for speed, and I realized that this man would be as fast as Bors had warned me. Lightning fast. And just as I realized that, so he attacked. Only instead of sweeping the blade in a great curve, he lunged with it, trying to rake its point through the muscles of my right arm. I walked away from the lunge. These things happen so fast that afterwards, trying to remember the passages of a fight, the mind cannot pin down each move and counterstroke. But I had seen a flicker in his eye, saw that his sword could only stab forward, and I had moved just as he whipped the stab towards me. I pretended that the speed of his lunge had given me no surprise, and I made no parry, but just walked past him. And then, when I reckoned he must be off balance, I snarled and backswung Howlbane in a blow that would have disemboweled an ox. He leapt backwards, not off balance at all, and spread his arms wide so that my blows scythed a harmless 6 inches from his belly. He waited for me to swing again, but instead I was waiting for him. Men were shouting at us, calling for blood, but I had no ears for them. I kept my gaze fixed on Leofa's calm grey eyes. He hefted the sword in his right hand, flicked it forward to touch my blade, then swung at me. I parried easily, then countered his backswing, which followed as naturally as the day follows the night. The clangor of the swords was loud, but I could feel that there was no real effort in Leofa's blows. He was offering me the fight I might have expected. But he was also judging me as he edged forward and as he swung blow after blow. I parried the cuts, sensing when they became harder. And just when I expected him to make a real effort, he checked a blow, let go of the sword in midair, snatched it with his left hand, and slashed it straight down towards my head. He did it with the speed of a viper striking. Howlbane caught that downward cut. I do not know how she did it. I had been parrying a sideways blow, and suddenly there was no sword there, but only death above my skull. Yet somehow my blade was in the right place, and his lighter sword slid down to Howlbane's hilt, and I tried to convert the parry into a countercut. But there was no force in my response, and he leapt easily backwards. I kept going forward, cutting as he had cut, only doing it with all my strength, so that any one of the blows would have gutted him, and the speed and force of my attacks gave him no choice but to retreat. He parried the blows as easily as I had parried his, but there was no resistance in the parries. He was letting me swing, and instead of defending with his sword, he was protecting himself by constantly retreating. He was also letting me exhaust my strength on thin air, instead of on bone and muscle and blood. I gave a last, massive cut, checked the blade in midair, and twisted my wrist to lunge Howlbane at his belly. His sword edged towards the lunge, then whipped back at me as he sidestepped. I made the same quick sidestep, so that each of us missed. Instead, we clashed, breast to breast, and I smelt his breath. There was a faint smell of ale, though he was certainly not drunk. He froze for a heartbeat, then courteously moved his sword arm aside and looked quizzically at me, as if to suggest that we agree to break apart. I nodded, and we both stepped backwards, swords held wide, while the crowd talked excitedly. They knew they were watching a rare fight. Leofa was famous among them, and I dare say my name was not obscure, but I knew I was probably outmatched. My skills, if I had any, were a soldier's skills. I knew how to break a shield ball. I knew how to fight with spear and shield, or with sword and shield. But Leofa, Serdik's champion, had only one skill, and that was to fight man on man with a sword. He was lethal. We drew back 6 or 7 paces. Then Leofa skipped forward, as light on his feet as a dancer, and cut at me fast. Howlbane met the cut hard, and I saw him draw back from the solid parry with a flinch. I was faster than he expected. Or maybe he was slower than usual, for even a small amount of ale will slow a man. Some men only fight drunk, but those who live longest fight sober. I wondered about that flinch. He had not been hurt, yet I had obviously worried him. I cut at him, and he leapt back, and that leap gave me another pause to think. What had made him flinch? Then I remembered the weakness of his parries, and I realized he dared not risk his blade against mine, for it was too light. If I could strike that blade with all my force, then it would as like as not break, and so I slashed again, only this time I kept slashing, and I roared at him as I stamped towards him. I cursed him by air, by fire, and by sea. I called him woman. I spat on his grave, and on the dog's grave where his mother was buried, and all the while he said not a word, but just let his sword meet mine and slide away, and always he backed away, and those pale eyes watched me. Then he slipped. His right foot seemed to slide on a patch of rushes, and his leg went out from under him. He fell backwards, and reached out with his left hand to check himself, and I roared his death and raised Howlbane high. Then I stepped away from him, without even trying to finish the killing blow. I had been warned of that slip by Bors, and I had been waiting for it. To watch it was marvelous, and I had very nearly been fooled, for I could have sworn the slip was an accident. But Leofa was an acrobat, as well as a sword fighter, and the apparently unbalanced slip turned into a sudden supple motion that swept his sword around to where my feet should have been. I can still hear that long, slim blade hissing as it swept just inches above the floor rushes. The blow should have sliced into my ankles, crippling me. Only I was not there. I had stepped back, and now watched him calmly. He looked up ruefully. "Stand, Leofa," I said, and my voice was steady, telling him that all my rage had been a pretense. I think he knew then that I was truly dangerous. He blinked once or twice, and I guessed he had used his best tricks on me, but none had worked, and his confidence was sapped. But not his skill. And he came forward hard and fast to drive me back with a dazzling succession of short cuts, quick lunges, and sudden sweeps. I let the sweeps go unparried, while the other attacks I touched away as best I could, deflecting them and trying to break his rhythm. But at last, one cut beat me squarely. I caught it on my left forearm, and the leather sleeve broke the sword's force, though I bore a bruise for the best part of a month afterwards. The crowd sighed. They had watched the fight keenly, and were eager to see the first blood drawn. Leofa ripped the blade back from my forearm, trying to saw its edge through the leather to the bone. But I flicked my arm out of the way, lunged with Howlbane, and so drove him back. He waited for me to follow up the attack, but it was my turn to play the tricks now. I deliberately did not move towards him, but instead let my sword drop a few inches as I breathed heavily. I shook my head, trying to flick the sweat-soaked hanks of hair from my forehead. It was hot beside that great fire. Leofa watched me cautiously. He could see I was out of breath, He saw my sword falter, but he had not killed 48 men by taking risks. He gave me one of his quick cuts to test my reaction. It was a short swing that demanded a parry, but would not thump home like an axe biting into flesh. I parried it late, deliberately late, and let the tip of Leofa's sword strike my upper arm as Howlbane clanged on the thicker part of his blade. I grunted, feigned a swing, then pulled my blade back as he stepped easily away. Again, I waited for him. He lunged. I struck his sword aside, but this time I did not try to counter his attack with one of my own. The crowd had fallen silent, sensing this fight was about to end. Leofa tried another lunge, and again I parried. He preferred the lunge, for that would kill without endangering his precious blade. But I knew that if I parried those quick stabs often enough, he would eventually kill me the old way instead. He tried 2 more lunges, and I knocked the first clumsily aside, stepped back from the second, then cuffed at my eyes with my left sleeve as though the sweat was stinging them. He swung then. He shouted aloud for the first time as he gave a mighty swing that came from high above his head and angled down towards my neck. I parried it easily, but staggered as I slid his scything blows safely over my skull with Howlbane's blade. Then I let her drop a little, and he did what I expected him to do. He backswung with all his force. He did it fast and well, but I knew his speed now, and I was already bringing Howlbane up in a counterstroke that was just as fast. I had both hands on her hilt, and I put all my strength into that slashing upward blow that was not aimed at Leofa, but at his sword. The 2 swords met plumb, only this time there was no ringing sound, but a crack. For Leofa's blade had broken. The outer 2/3 of it sheared clean away to fall among the rushes, leaving only a stump in his hand. He looked horrified. Then, for a heartbeat, he seemed tempted to attack me with the remnants of his sword, but I gave Howlbane 2 fast cuts that drove him back. He could see now that I was not tired at all. He could also see that he was a dead man, but still he tried to parry Howlbane with his broken weapon, but she beat that feeble metal stump aside, and then I stabbed, and held the blade still at the silver talk about his throat. "Lord King!" I called, but keeping my eyes on Leofa's eyes. There was a silence in the hall. The Saxons had seen their champion beaten, and they had no voices left. "Lord King!" I called again. "Lord Derfel," Ael answered. "You asked me to fight King Cerdic's champion. You did not ask me to kill him. I beg his life of you." Ael paused. "His life is yours, Derfel." "Do you yield?" I asked Leofa. He did not answer at once. His pride was still seeking a victory, but while he hesitated, I moved Howlbane's tip from his throat to his right cheek. "Well?" I prompted him. "I yield," he said, and threw down the stump of his sword. I thrust with Howlbane just hard enough to gouge the skin and flesh away from his cheekbone. "A scar, Leofa," I said, "to remind you that you fought the Lord Derfel Cadarn, son of Ael, and that you lost." I left him bleeding. The crowd was cheering. Men are strange things. One moment they had been baying for my blood. Now they were shouting plaudits because I had spared their champion's life. I retrieved Kindwin's brooch, then picked up my shield and gazed up at my father. "I bring you greetings from Ursi, Lord King," I said. "And they are welcome, Lord Derfel," Ael said. "They are welcome." He gestured to a chair on his left that one of his sons had vacated, and thus I joined Arthur's enemies at their high table, and feasted.
fuckers. No way out of that. Bastages. I thought my men were closer. See if we can get back in there. Not a bad day's work. Killed for, died for. Ah, we died for our king. We died for Dumnonia. We died for those copper mines. Damn, we got 170 left. Let's die again. Fuck a duty do. Look at this. Proof. Proof that the underworld exists. Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit? That's what happens when I get all cocky and arrogant. Yeah, I'll just go there. I'll poke him a little bit. I'll prod him a little bit. I'll just go harass him a little bit. Right in the Adam's apple. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not going to recover from that. They will lose. Did you see that shit? He cut me in two. He did. They gotta sew me back together. Stay down. Fuck up. Oh, that shit. Oh, right in the freaking kidney. Shit, come on, that was laughable. Oh god, that was fucking stupid. Oh, that's the guy right there. That's him. Get him. That's, ooh, yeah, death by nipple. Yeah, you deserve it. Every freaking nipple hit, boy. Right there. Get some more nipple hits. Come on, you freaking nipple warriors. Shit. Look at this. It's proof the gods exist. Oh shit. They're gonna freaking murder us. Yep, I think we're dead meat. Yep, I think they're gonna kick our ass. Right, come on, shield wall. Come on, get up that hill. Die! Holy shit. Feel a victory coming on. Minus my head. Yep, that's him. That's the guy. That's the guy that got me. That's them. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Come on. Freaking death by butthole. Oh! Oh, that shit hurt. Oh, that shit hurt. Off to Valhalla. Off to Valhalla. Yep. Burgers with Woden. Awesome. We died. Did we do any damage? We did no damage. Not a scratch. Shit! We're still alive. We're still kicking. Let's go. Shit. Fuck, it's like it wasn't even hitting them. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. My spear's nerfed. Poor Warlord. Yeah, I had no juice left. I had no juice left. Fucking Saxons die. Die by our Dumnonian blades, you bitches. Need to do something about these views. Cheesy, I think I died 10 times. We have one after we died. Posthumous victory. And you're my prisoner, son. Yep, need that ransom. We'll take those troops. I think I still hold the record for most deaths, so I'm doing good. Got that going for me. Take that medium right on. That'll work. And thanks for joining me for this adventure. A little bit of Brytenwalda. I'm playing as many mods as I can. I love the mods. Awesome, awesome. Shit, man. One spear hit. Death. Shit. Really need to rest. But heck, we're sitting there. We're fully juiced up. We got full hit points. We're taking a couple hits. We're dead meat. Such is life and death, and death is in life. Right on. Right in the Adam's apple. Yeah, we're hurting for certain. Awesome. Worth it. I hope you enjoyed the tales, the audio that I was playing from The Winter King, Excalibur, and Enemy of God, which is going to be an upcoming TV series by everybody's favorite, Bernard Cornwell. The Winter King is excellent. It's one of my favorite books of all time. I certainly hope maybe someday Harlequin, the Archer's Tale, Thomas F. Hookton, will be made to a television program or maybe a full feature film. That would be awesome. So where were we sitting? We jumped into this fight. This is a big ass fight. 3 hours, right on, grab all the loot. Let's go, go, go. That chicken's probably done. Yeah, it sure is. Not even good on a Saturday morning. Good deal. 59 buddy points. Let's see what we're up to. Another siege. We're still at war with Sussex. We'll stick with the Marshal. Nice. Oh man, I thought he was gonna be a puny peasant. I forgot I have no hit points. Ah, we got our fucking mugging, man. My day is complete. No shit. They hurry you to safety and they take the rest of your coins. Oh, poor warlord. Let's take a rest. No shit, let's have some margaritas. Gee, what's a guy got to do to get a drink around here?
Greetings.
And if I need to help my morale a little bit, I can always give some of my troops away to the marshal or somebody I want somebody points with. I do not have a fort built yet, and I am not the lord of a castle. Because what I would do is just dump all my troops in my fort or in my castle, and then just take my companions and get them drunk. And that's a morale booster at minimal cost. Right on. And we have a competition. But I think we are going to wrap it up right there. I've been recording for quite some time. And thank you so much for joining me, all of you everywhere. I'll see you all real soon, my friends and Warband fans and all of you far and wide. I hope you all had an awesome weekend. Thanks for tuning into my adventures. I hope you like what you see. Thanks for chilling and seeing what I have going on. And if I've heard from you, thanks for reaching out and saying, hey, seeing what's going on with me. Love that Brytenwalda. I hope you do too. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you soon. Until then, please be safe wherever you may roam. So much to play, it's so little time. I thought I would share what I was doing with my time. Keep smiling, my friends.